Hey guys, I'm Rix here. So today I had planned on doing a haul video for a TMC order that I recently received. However, upon opening it, I noticed some pretty severe misprints that I received. So I'm gonna walk you through what a figure should look like first, and then I'm gonna show you kind of what I got. So in this order I had ordered, I got these guys. So as you can see, this is the U.S. Continental Marine. He has that dark blue uniform with that white undercoat or under jacket. So in this order, I believe I had 4 of them. And so one of them was like this, he looks all fine. The whites look nice on the blue. It doesn't look like there's any misprints. However, the other ones that I received were like this. So what you see here is obviously there was either not enough ink essentially used on this minifig, or somehow the inks got mixed, but there's a severe blue tint on this guy. I mean, it's pretty dark. I mean, you can see clearly, if I even hold it closer, I mean, if you can't see yet, there's a very sharp cutoff where you can see the white of the Lego pants versus the almost light blue or medium blue that exists on the minifig. And so I'm just going to put the other 2 that I got here, just so you can see. So again, that guy has the dark blue, or not dark blue, but he has the blue tint, and this guy as well. So you can imagine I was a little bit disappointed and dismayed when I received this, because I ordered 4 of them, and 3 of them kind of had this, this weird tinting that happened to them. So when I saw this, I immediately thought, did I miss this in my first orders that I made of this minifig? And so what I noticed was that the majority of my first figs were fine. So you can see they're white, right? So they look pretty good. However, of the, let's see, how many figs did I have before? So before, I had 10 of these Continental TMC soldiers in total. Of them, 3 of them also had this blue tint, if I'm going to go ahead and put them all here. So as you can see, in total, if I remove this guy, and I move this guy back a little bit, sorry, 1 second, let me just get to refocus. So as you can see, in total, I have 6 of these minifigs that, I mean, in my opinion, have a pretty bad misprint. For what I'm paying to get these minifigs, I feel like it's not so great that, it essentially looks like he's wearing this strange bluey white jacket that then for some reason the bottom of it is pure white. Like, you can see from this guy in the front that they know how to print it correctly, and that they have printed it correctly. I mean, clearly, it looks very sharp, it looks very clean, it looks very nice. I don't know why these minifigs in the back had such an apparent misprint that continued obviously for multiple torsos, because as you can see, I've gotten many of them. I mean, if it was 1 or 2, I would have let it slide, or if it was something that was part of the, that was a problem with the whole batch, I would have let it slide. But as you can see, I'm just going to place, kind of, if I remove the ones in the back, I'm just going to show you, Minifig Co. obviously does print these correctly, because if you look at all the rest of these figs that I'm placing here, they all are correctly colored, and there's no issue with them. So that's what makes it even stranger to me, is that somehow, sorry if I just move back a little bit so we get a more full image. There we go. So somehow this blue tint misprint got through on not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 of the total minifigs that I ordered. And so if you think about how many I ordered in total, I have 14 here, and 6 of them have this strange misprint. So, I don't really know what to do in this situation. I don't know if this is something common and I should just deal with it and just kind of go about my day. But to me, this this misprint kind of breaks the minifig because it completely changes the color of his undercoat. And I say this breaking the minifig because, you know, in the past, I reviewed the Brickmania Dress Marine, and those had significant issues as well, where they didn't print on it, and I was pretty harsh with Brickmania for that. So I think that it's only appropriate that I am the same level of harsh with this TMC order, because, I mean, look at how just strange it almost looks. I mean, it just looks odd. I don't really know what to say more than that. It just looks off. I think that it's really unfortunate that so many of my Continentals have this. I'll probably reach out to them at some point soon, just so that I can get this maybe fixed. I don't know what they would do, because it seems like this was an issue that wasn't, you know, uncommon. It looks like many of them had this problem. And I guess one thing else that I will note is that I hadn't noticed this, or I hadn't been paying close enough attention before. Let me move all these guys out of the way. Let me move the camera closer. There we go. So I hadn't noticed before, but you can see it's an issue on the red coats as well. I mean, they're essentially dyed red. So I don't think that this one is as much as an issue, because this red coating, it looks a little grayish, so I can cut some slack on that. But I mean, of course, what this is all coming down to is the fact that I am comparing them to Brickmania, because that is who their main competition is. And so let me put these on. There we go. Let's get the focus. So as you can see, Brickmania has a little bit of a similar issue on their buckles, but they made sure that this main jacket portion where it connects is white. I have, I think, 7 or 8 of these from Brickmania, and all of them are correct in that fashion. They don't get that jacket color wrong. And if I compare the Continentals, so here's one from TMC, here's one from Brickmania. Again, you can see Brickmania's straps are again a little bit darker, but the waistcoat in general is much more white and much more clear than the TMC version. So at the end of the day, this was supposed to be a fun haul video. I'm sorry it wasn't that. This kind of turned into a rant video about, you know, I really don't know how you overlook a misprint like this, or if a bunch of minifigs in a row have this strange tinting. I think that you might need to change something up or add more ink. I mean, I don't create these, so I don't know what the process would be, but the fact that they can create a minifig like this one that I placed in the front, which is so clearly superior to the one in the back. Here, let me put them side by side. I mean, this is the part that frustrates me the most, is that you can see they have a very nice minifig on the right with very white straps and very white undercoat, yet the one on the left is strangely that tinting. So that's what makes it frustrating to me, is that they can make something so great on the right and yet so disappointing on the left. So, I mean, that kind of covered what I wanted to go over. I just wanted to tell you guys about this because I know that it is an issue for some companies with printing on dark bodies when they want to print light colors, but I haven't seen as consistent an error, I guess I would call this, as I have with TMC. So I thought that I should let you guys know. This is by no means me saying don't buy from TMC. Their products are top-notch. A lot of their products turn out fantastic and look amazing. It's just this specific product I have had many issues with now, apparently, that I didn't even notice before. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you coming out, watching this video. Thank you for almost 500 subscribers now. That's great. We're seriously, we're going crazy. This is fantastic. I'm thankful for all of your support. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the normal stuff, and I'll catch you next time.